Hello students, welcome to Raaonline. Our topic, a chapter, better to say chapter, ecosystem. Under the environmental science, NEET biology class 12th. NEET biology class 12th. First question is concerned with the ecosystem. First of all, ecosystem, it's a functional unit. Ecosystem is functional unit of ecology. Ecosystem is functional unit of ecology. And system, that is association. It is a association of biotic, abiotic, that is non-living component, and biotic component. Association of a biotic and abiotic component in which there is a material cycling. There is a material cycling. Number 2, mineral cycling. Mineral cycling takes place. And flow of energy. And flow of energy takes place. Flow of energy takes place. That's what is functional unit. That's what is functional unit of ecology. Ecosystem is functional unit of ecology, and this term was given by A.G. Tensley. Term ecosystem was given by A.G. Tensley. It is already asked at the level of NEET. Question for the NEET. Another term for the ecosystem is biocenosis. Biocenosis. Another term for ecosystem is biocenosis. This term was given by Carl Moebius. This term was given by Carl Moebius. Another term, that is microcosm. Microcosm term was given by Force for ecosystem. Geobiocenosis, another term. Geobiocenosis. Sukhachev. Sukhachev. These are the various terms for ecosystem also. Out of it, generally, the second one, as far as priority or medical entrance concerned, biocenosis is already asked. So, question number 1, that is, term ecosystem was coined by Tensley, A.G. Tensley. Its full name is A.G. Tensley. And other terms, below given term, that is biocenosis, Carl Moebius, microcosm Forbes, and geobiocenosis, Sukhachev. Geobiocenosis, that is Sukhachev. Now next, question number 2. Which of the following represent the largest and man-made ecosystem? Largest man-made ecosystem, agro-ecosystem. That is agriculture itself a man-made ecosystem. Agriculture or agro-ecosystem is man-made ecosystem. Zoo is not as large as agriculture. In India, wide agriculture systems is seen. Question number 3. To make the study of global ecosystem easier, the broadly classified under two categories. That is, there are two categories of total ecosystem of the world. Number one, terrestrial ecosystem. Number one, terrestrial ecosystem. And terrestrial ecosystem includes forests, grasslands, and cropland as man-made ecosystem. Cropland as man-made ecosystem. Whereas second one is aquatic ecosystem. Second one is aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem further divided into two categories. Lotic, that is running water, in this case river and springs are included. Whereas lentic ecosystem, that is stagnant water is there. Ocean, sea, lake, pond. These are all lentic ecosystem. The difference between lotic and lentic, that is lotic is for flowing or running water, whereas lentic is for the stagnant water. So there are two broad categories, there are two basic categories of this global ecosystem, that is terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. Question number 3. What percentage of PAR? What percentage of PAR is captured by? What percentage of PAR is captured by plants? PAR, that is, first of all, what is PAR? Photosynthetically active radiation. PAR stands for photosynthetically active radiation. Photosynthetically, A for active, radiation. Photosynthetically active radiation for green plants, they are 400 nm to 700 nm. Comprises of 7 colors V, I, B, G, Y, O, R. These are the 7 components of. Now, photosynthetically radiations reach to Earth's surface is approximate 50%, but out of which captured, that is 1 to 5%. Captured amount is 1 to 5%. 1 to 5% amount is captured in photosynthetic photosynthesizing plants. It is captured. This energy is captured by the photosynthesizing plant. That is 1 to 5%. 1 to 5%. So PAR, an ultimate source of solar energy is ultimate source of energy is sun, and solar energy reaches to the surface of Earth by the process of radiation. So for this question, the answer is 1. Fifth question. Rate of production of organic matter, that is formation of organic matter, per unit time and area. Here loss is not asked. That is known as GPP, gross primary production. GPP, that is gross primary production. Gross primary production. And what is NPP? NPP is equal to it is a net primary production. That is, every organism utilizes organic matter as energy source for its various vital activities, and at the level of that one, that is, this particular material is actually consumed in respiratory activity. So if we reduce GPP, that is primary productivity, minus respiratory loss, that is food material or organic matter used in respiration. It is used in respiration, minus respiratory, better to say respiratory utilization, that is known as NPP. So NPP, that is GPP minus respiratory. So production, here the only production is asked, nothing hint is given in this question regarding NPP. So that's why answer is GPP only. Magnitude of primary productivity is affected by. That is temperature, available nutrients. Yes, solar radiations available nutrient, photosynthesis capacity of. That's all. That is all these are responsible. That is all these. Productivity is affected by all these. Question number 7. Two columns are given and with information we have to match them. Or select correct match. Matching is already done in lower section, but only one is correct. Gross primary productivity, that is total production. That is total photosynthetic production is gross primary productivity. So start with the 4. In that case, these two are rejected. Now we have to choose the answer from 1 and 2. Now net productivity, that is every organism, every trophic level receives, that is primary. That is, there are two basic categories in ecosystem, producers and consumer. Producers, because they are able to produce organic matter themselves by the photosynthetic activity. So producers include autotroph. Only. So total production at the producer level, that is producers, they are the main organisms which are able to convert solar energy into chemical potential energy, and they form organic matter. Actually, they transform solar energy. Into chemical potential energy, and they form organic matter by this activity. And on this organic matter, that is total produced organic matter, is actually GPP. Then minus respiratory loss. This is called NPP, that is net primary production. And this net primary production is shifted to whom? That is secondary consumer. Consumers, they are dependent on producer. Consumers are those which are dependent on producers for organic matter. So 10% principle, according to 10% principle, that is total 10% material is given to them. Total 10% material is given to them. Rest 90% is utilized by the producers themselves. So that is available to consumer. Better to say consumer rather than secondary consumer. Better to say consumer rather than secondary consumer. So it is available to consumer level. It is available to consumer level. That is NPP. That is NPP. So after 4, that is 5th one. And with regard, this is now already matched. But let's check others. Pond. Pond is aquatic ecosystem. Pond is self-sustainable and aquatic ecosystem. Yes. For pond we can say here that is aquatic ecosystem. It is a part of aquatic ecosystem. Aquarium, better to agar if it is pond is a ecosystem. Pond is ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem, but it is self-sustainable. That is self-sustainable, natural ecosystem actually. Whereas aquarium is man-made ecosystem. Aquarium is man-made ecosystem. Aquarium is aquatic ecosystem but man-made. And decomposition that is degradation of complex organic matter into simple one. Degradation of organic matter into simpler one. That is O2 requiring process, oxygen requiring process. That is, this process is aerobic, it needs oxygen. This process is aerobic and it needs oxygen. It needs oxygen. Now next, come to the next one. Question number 7, the final answer is 2. Question number 7, final answer is 2. Question number 8, 10,000 joule fall on a piece of a land. Fall on a piece of a land. Then what energy is available to T2? What energy is available to T2? First of all, that is at the level of, that is, it is a incident light. 10,000 joule is incident light, out of which approximate 10% is absorbed by the whom, that is first tropic level T1. 10%, that is 1000. And second tropic level received 10% of this, that is 100. That is 100. So 100 joule is received by tropic level number 2. Tropic level, what? That is arrangement of organism. Arrangement of organism on the basis of their food habit. Their orderly arrangement constitute food chain. Tropic level is one is generally occupied by producer. In terrestrial ecosystem. And tropic level 4 is occupied by consumer, and that is to top consumer. And law of 10% is applicable. Law of 10% energy is applicable. That the amount of energy which is received by producer, captured by producer, out of which 90% energy is utilized by producer and hardly 10% is shifted to the next level. So this law is applied. According to this law, the third answer is correct. That is T2 level, that is herbivores receive hardly 100 joule energy. Question number 9. Choose odd one with respect to functional aspect of ecosystem. Yes, energy flow is there, decomposition is there, nutrient cycle is there. But species composition is the structural part. It is a structural part, not a functional aspect. It is a structural part, not the functional aspect. So answer is 3. This is odd. Others are functional aspect, that is flow of energy, process of decomposition and nutrient cycle. Question 10. Which of the following organism convert plant matter into animal matter? Plant matter, that is plants are consumed. Plants are consumed by herbivores. Plants are consumed by herbivore. So herbivores are first consumer. Herbivores are first consumer, whereas plants are producer. And with respect to trophic level, plants are at first trophic level and herbivores are at second trophic level. Herbivores are kept under second trophic level. Plants are producer and they are first trophic level. Whereas herbivore, they are consumer one, but they occupy second trophic level on the basis of their food habit. So plant matter is converted into animal matters by herbivore. That's why herbivores are called key industry animal. They are called key industry animal. Herbivores are known as key industry animal. They are called key industry animals. Herbivores are termed as key industry animals. Check it. Earthworm is detritus eater, that is detrivore. Termite is also detritus eater. Frog is in consumer level number 2, but goat is exclusively herbivore. Goat is exclusively herbivore. So answer for the 10th question is that is herbivore. And again they are key industry animal for any ecosystem. Mineralization, that is conversion of organic matter. See this one. Freshly fallen organic matter, it is termed as litter. Then the process of decomposition start. Semi-decomposed but organic matter, duff. Then decomposed but black colored organic matter is humus. And humus is further or finally decomposed into minerals plus CO2 plus water. Formation of litter to humus is known as humification. This process is known as humification. And from humus to minerals, that is mineralization. Humus to minerals, that is mineralization. And this is done by saprophytic bacteria and fungi. Saprophytic bacteria and fungi. They are responsible for the process of mineralization. Question 12. Major site of decomposition. Major site of decomposition. Number 1 on soil and in water body. In soil at the surface. This activity takes place at the surface, that is upper part, that is upper layer. But as far as water concerned, it takes place at bottom. So correct answer is upper layer of soil and bottom layer for the water bodies. Bottom layer for the water body. So that's why the decomposition in two different ecosystem. One is terrestrial ecosystem. It takes place at the surface of soil or at upper layer of the soil. That is also known as organic horizon. That upper layer is called organic horizon. Whereas in water body, at the base, this process is completed or accomplishes.